Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here and welcome back to another Pokemon Top 5. We haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought a little bit new concept, I'd bring them back. Today, you guys, we're counting down my personal favourite Top 5 electric type Pokemon. Now, quick disclaimer before we get today's video underway, of course, that this is my personal Top 5 favourite electric types. So make sure you let me know your Top 5 in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get on with this. Alright then, you guys, in the number 5 spot we have Magnezone. Now, when this thing first came along with the Magnemite and Magnezone, I was never a massive fan of this thing. And then came along Generation 4 and the Evolution line, and the evolution into Magnezone, and my love for this thing grew. Obviously, Gen 4 was a bit harder to get hold of, and then Gen 5 come along, and Gen 5.5, Black 2, White 2 is when this thing really started to shine. That thing ran through that generation like a knife through butter. It was just one of those mons where, with its resistances and the gyms and the way the region was set out, it just did really well for you. You catch the Magnemite in the Verbank complex, I believe, and it means that Roxy can't touch you. It legit wins you just a gym badge without even doing anything, just because of its typing. And then competitively it come along and it gets some majorly powerful moves. Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon, Signal Beam, Tri-Attack, Special Attack goes through the bloody roof. Like I said, with its Steel type, there's many resistances. Again, a few resistances, weaknesses should I say, with getting this with the Electric Steel typing. But again, it's a unique typing. It's there and it works really well, and it's one of those typings that you put together and sometimes they backfire and sometimes they work really well, and this is one of the cases where it works really well. And in terms of just capabilities of what the Mon can do, it's absolutely fantastic. Most people may give it a higher place on the list, but for me there are a few electric types that just in different categories do its job well. But number 5, fantastic Mon, Magnezone. Okay, you guys, moving on to the number 4 spot, we have Luxray. Now, for this thing, it comes down just purely, I think, to design. This is one of my favourite designs of any Pokemon. It just is such a badass looking Pokemon. I love using it through Generation 4. If you guys know the team builders, you know that I'm an avid user of Luxray, and I highly recommend anyone to use Luxray. Any opportunity they get. Its moveset competitively, obviously more egg moves, and looking at competitively, is more banded, wild charge, maybe the fangs come into play, crunch in there as well. Its abilities max back 4, but for me, this thing is just straight up power, and its design wise is just absolutely amazing. It's why it's on my top 5. Is just, I don't know, when I first saw this thing, it was just one of those that immediately like that grabs your attention, like holy shit, that thing looks dope as fuck, and it does. I think just it's a very underrated Mon in terms of usage and people's opinions on it. I don't know. Obviously, like, everyone's opinion is different, but for me, this thing just looks absolutely badass, and I love it so much. Just in number 4 spot, it's Luxray. In the number 3 spot, you guys, comes out of Generation 3, which is Manectric. For all of you who know me, know that I love Generation 3. It's my favourite generation. It probably always will be, just because of the nostalgia factor for me. And an electric type coming out of it was Manectric. I love the design of this thing. And the capability that it uses, and then the added of Mega Evolution to this thing when Auras come out, which just absolutely is insane. It always takes me back. This is one of the mons that I always get massive nostalgia from, the fact that the water region, I dominated so much of the region, and Wallace and won, and playing through the games. Manectric was always one of those mons that always just absolutely destroyed, and naturally, being the water region, Hoenn gets bodied by a water and grass types, and Manectric for me was just always the one that I used to choose as a kid, and it's just come with me all the way through all the generations, and I still use it as much then as I do today. It's just one of those mons that with just certain mons have nostalgia for certain people, and when I think back to Generation 3, of course Salamence is there, Rayquaza is there, but just in the back of my mind is always Manectric. I don't know why. Pelip is there for some reason as well when I think of Generation 3, but yeah, Manectric is always one of those there. It always sticks back in my mind. I was thinking, should I use Manectric? Yeah, why not, give it a go. Thunderbolt, even in Generation 3, you used to get Bite. I used to get really excited when you used to learn Bite, because Bite was special in that generation. Sparkle, Thunderbolt, whatever I could get my hand on, probably normally Thunderbolt or Thunder, even T-Wave, Quick Attack. I used to run loads of different sets with Manectric, and now like it gets like Flamethrower and Overheat with the Mega Evolution. It's just an absolute monster. Its design's fantastic. It's my 3rd favourite electric type. It's Manectric. Okay, you guys, on to the number 2 spot, and for all you Spider fans out there, this one's for you. Just Just kidding, don't run away because there's spiders. But no, number 2 is Galvantula. Now the weird thing about this one is, going back to like fear of spiders and everything, there is only one spider on this planet that actually gives me the massive creeps, and it's actually the tarantula. So the fact that I love this thing is really kind of weird. But going back to if you know me, I'm a massive OCD person when it comes to certain things, and one thing that I don't like in Pokemon games is having dual typings. There is only one occasion in any of the main series games where I've made that occasion, and that is so I can have Galvantula and Levani at the same time in Generation 5. What do you know? Levani is actually my 3rd favourite Pokemon. Mind blown. But Galvantula is one of those where I break that rule and have dual bug on my Generation 5 team. I only do it again because one is physical, one special. Galvantula is great when it comes to special attack, and competitively, this thing really works well with my style of play. I'm a really hyper-offensive player, and you're probably thinking, how does that work? Because of sticky webs. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you just use rocks and everything. Yeah, but if I can get up sticky webs and then hit hard with attack from the Galvantula and lower something else, or possibly kill it, and then outspeed with sticky webs, and normally I've got a really hyper-offensive team that's just going to come in and punch you in the fucking face really hard. It just works really well with the way I start to play. I love Generation 5, it's my 2nd favourite generation. Mind blown again. I'm really weird with some things. I'm not a fan of spiders. Yeah, I love this thing. Or I'm not a fan of tarantulas, but I love this thing. Compound Eye is an amazing ability. Give it thunder, it's gonna fucking hit. I don't know, everything about this mon is just fantastic. In game, it's brilliant. It works really well with my style of competitive play, and I break the rule with dual typings playing through games when I have this thing. It's one of those ones that it just works really well for me, and that's the reason it's number 2. It's Galvantula. Coming in the number 1 spot for me is my favourite Generation 2 mon. It's Lanturn. This thing for me is just unique. That typing of water and electric just works so bloody well. And another thing that gets me for this mon is the fact that the fish that it's based off, I can't think of the name of it, but it's this horrible, it lures in its prey with its light on its head, and they grab it and then bang, it just does that. But then this thing, look at that thing and say, he just wants to give you a hug. He's just a lovable little dude that is so good. For all of you, I use this thing in a draft league. I'm not a very good competitive battler, should we say, and I chose this thing just for a bit of bulk. I like its stats, its HP is really high, it can hit hard, especially obviously with the Thunderbolts, Ice Beam, all that you normal water stuff that you try and put onto certain Pokemon. But this thing, just Generation 2, I had to use this thing. Its design's amazing, its typing's amazing, everything about this thing is just, it just makes me smile, and I love it so much. A lot of you probably saw this coming because a lot of conspiracy against this one because it's not as loved, and then I will give it as much love as humanly possible because it's my favourite Generation 2 mon, it's my favourite electric type Pokemon. I don't know what it is about this thing, I just absolutely adore and love it. He looks cool. There's not much I can really say about this thing, it's just amazing. If you haven't used a Lanturn before, just go and use it, give it a try, see what you think. For me, it's my favourite electric type Pokemon, it's in the number 1 position, I've said it a million times, Lanturn. So there you have it, guys. Those are our top 5 favourite electric type Pokemon: Magnezone, Luxray, Manectric, Galvantula, Lanturn. And you've got the list then. If you've enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button for us, show support towards the channel and the series. You know, and here, hit that subscribe button, closing towards 5,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely incredible. I can't thank you guys so much for the support that you give. And make sure to let me know your top 5 favourite electric type Pokemon in the comment section below, and let me know what type you want to see next in terms of what we're going to count down top 5. It doesn't have to be Pokemon, it can be video game related, anything like that, anything you think of that you'd want to see me count down my top 5 favourite of, then make sure to let me know in the comment section below. But with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here, so yeah, weak ass outro. Okay.